Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to some more Let's Play Banners of Ruin. In the last episode, the members of the Black Church, our rebels, continued pressing forward through Old Town, fighting many of the Ender Guards here, City Watch, and encountering a hunter who had been tracking them through Old Town, detecting their scent, apparently, and hates members of their organization, as they caused his own family to be burned to death, if I recall correctly. We're able to win that battle, though, in particular thanks to some movement options of Redmont, to really prevent us from taking any damage from that hunter. And in winning, we retrieved his warhammer, or sledgehammer of sorts. Here are our current members. Let's say adventurers, but we're not really adventurers, right? We're rebels going through a city to dispose of its leader, assassinate him, I believe, and create chaos to bring this city to its knees, if I remember the intro text well enough. Here is the equipment they currently have on each other, with a bill pike for Redmont and a crossbow for Inslington. This was the warhammer we retrieved, but we're not currently using it. I really like the bill hook on Redmont to move enemies around, and I like the 13 damage crossbow on Inslington. I don't want to swap it out for the sledgehammer, even if it might be a better idea. When we hire someone new, which I think we will be doing very soon, we will give that person the sledgehammer if it makes sense to do so. And Thought is still using his hatchet and his initial round shield. As long as I'm here, I'm going to change the combat positions a bit, and I'm going to move Inslington behind Redmont now. As for our deck of cards, here it is. We actually managed to get rid of, I think, 4 cards in the last episode. We've gotten rid of all of our strikes, and we no longer have 2 weapons that we're not utilizing. Having gotten rid of them as well. I won't cover all the cards, but you can see them all here. And we have 2,613 florins to our name. Finally, these are the 2 cards that we have upgraded currently. 3 bleed on pink powder, and we restore 5 fatality when we use Vanguard. When we last left off, we were here at our crossroads. Once these both reach 3, then the next option will be to choose crossroads on all of these positions. The next one that happens is, I believe, the same type of choice we received at the end of the first act. We get to either buy new cards, we will get to hire someone new, or we will get to have our party fully healed, I believe are the options. In any case, it's going to take one more turn for the black market to vanish, so I'm thinking we will take advantage of quick thinking and gain a level to someone. Let's go ahead and choose this. An opportunity presents itself for one of the recruits to prove themselves. Some guards approach. Need to act quickly. Who do you counsel? Inslington. With their advice, you narrowly avoid an open combat. They seem proud of their achievement, acknowledging their quick wits. Level up. Good job, Inslington. Good job. We don't have very much that requires willpower yet for you, though, do we? We have almost no willpower cards except for that single reposition card, whose name I can't remember at the moment. And, of course, her ability to cancel various status effects because she's a bear. Before we pick stamina or will. I'm leaning towards stamina with her. Let's first check to see what passive we can give her. Flow. Whenever this character plays a talent, one random card in your hand becomes 0 stamina cost this turn. That would be Improvise or Reckless Cleave. I do like these, and that could be useful. Very useful. Fundamentalist. I'm not picking Fundamentalist. We've already gotten rid of all our strikes. Brawler. At turn end, if 3 or more enemies are intending to attack this character, gain anticipation, so one attack will be a guaranteed miss. She's in the back line, and I don't intend for her to get to the front line, so we'll pick Flow for her. And then, as for stamina or will, I guess we'll take stamina again. Black Market now. A shady-looking bear looms in the shadows at the edge of the street, twirling a loose florin in his hand. You approach the bear, who greets you with an emotionless, gruff voice. "You buying or selling?" he barks. "Either way, be quick about it." Ooh, we can gain 3 random upgrade tokens. I thought this was an option earlier. This is also nice. Add a card to your deck from a choice of 10 for 500 florins. We get a very nice variety of cards to choose from. We don't have any stashed weapons, so we don't need to sell them. I think we will go ahead and take 3 random upgrade tokens. 5 shield, 5 shield, 5 life. I don't want these guards, but we could make 2 of them gain 10 shields, not 5. Generally, when it comes to upgrade tokens, I would prefer putting them on people, on anyone who could benefit from them. Which is to say, I generally don't want them put on weapons, and I don't want them put on people's talents either. Since we have 2 shields, and we have 2 invigorating blows, we also have 2 solid footings. I'm thinking we put them on one of those. This is also a 0 stamina, 0 will cost. So I'm going to put the shields onto these. As for our life restore, Deep Strike's a good choice. Experience Strike is a good choice to try to tempt me to make sure I always use it. Red Powder's another good one, so I'll almost always be using that card. Setup could also be nice. Sharpened Steel could also be nice. Let's put it on Sharpened Steel. You glance behind you to check for guards. On turning back to face the bear, you find he's already vanished into the night. The street branches in front of you. It will be difficult to come back through the bustling crowd. Alright everyone, well, it's going to cost us at least 850 florins, but I think we will hire someone new. We don't need any more cards at this moment. We'll start taking more cards soon when presented with other card options. And we don't need to be healed, so tavern it is. Bursts of hearty laughter explode from the shady establishment. Some brawny folks sit by the bar. More bears or another mouse. This bear is more expensive because he is a higher level. Let's look at Yawning first. Or Yanning. What does he have? Reckless Cleave. Strong Stuff. This is a bit awkward because I really do not want Reckless Cleave on him, since he's going into the front rank, probably. Yes, with Bad Tempered, I would be tempted to put him up front because I want him taking hits so he gains enraged, which doubles the damage he does. I've never seen Minimalist before. Whatever the character discards, they gain 1 restore. Strong stuff. He'd be a decent tank, I think, but I'm not interested in him. How about Mowberry? A spear weapon applies crippled. Whenever this character moves... Oh, I'm sorry, if the target is crippled. Whenever this character moves, they take damage equal to stacks of crippled. Ticks down by 1 at the end of this character's turn. We haven't been taking any crippling cards, so that's a bad beginning to him. Throwing daggers. Preparation. At the start of your turn... Okay, so that's a next turn for every card drawn by preparation. Deal 10 damage to a random target. We only have 1 card draw that gives us this at the moment. And yet another improvise. I don't want Fundamentalist. We're not choosing him. Oakmont Plagued. Whenever this card is played, 1 poison is applied to a random target. Does this give him a card? Deals damage equal to stacks of poison. So we don't have any poison abilities, so this is also kind of useless on him. But it being a skill doesn't means that, well, although we don't take advantage of it, it's not technically a card in our hands. We don't have to worry about it too much. A notch sword, a buckler, those are decent. He also has superior heavy armor, so he's a frontline fighter. Concentration. 3 stamina, draw 4 cards, gain passive. Nefarious, apply 5 bleeding, draw 2 cards. It looks like Oakmont is the solution to our card draw issue. Let's take him. While we have enough for another, I do not like the other 2, or not as much, so we'll just exit the tavern. The Gatehouse is next. But before we go there, let's set up our new character. I think we'll keep Thawsunder in the center. And we'll put Inslington behind him. As for our equipment, I will ditch this sword and the shield and take that sledgehammer. All right, a friendly face. He's been waiting for you. A few more steps and there'll be no turning back. But it was, I suppose, not as much of a friendly face as we thought it would be. Blister. You hear the cruel barbs of a flail clawing across the stone floor. A colossal, steel-clad figure appears ahead. You know this ender. The captain of the drum guard. Well, let's fight him. Alright, everyone. Let's take a look at these opponents of ours. Blister Juggernaut. Whenever this character receives damage equal to 5 or less, that damage is ignored. Direct fatality damage is not affected. He has Fury. He gets stronger every round. Heavy Kit. Starts each combat with 30, so he starts with 35 armor. He's going to do 20 damage to Redmont. And then apply Shockwave. Is that right? Gains... no, I'm sorry. He'll gain Reckoning at the end of this turn. And deals 20 damage to his opponent. Reckoning will apply Shockwave to adjacent targets, which is all of us. All 3 of these other companions of his at the moment. In the back rank, We have Patterford Mercenaries, 2 of them. Deals 12 damage. If this character is in the back rank, move swap in lane, and this character move swaps to the position in front of them. Oh, so when he attacks in one of us, he will swap the positions of us, and then he moves to the front. So he'll attack again after that. Disarmor. Whenever you play a weapon card, it gains 1 stack. Upon reaching 3 stacks of Disarmor, this unit changes their intent to a powerful attack that attempts to banish a weapon card. Ender Bannerman. Cannot be moved by an opponent. Bannerman's Zeal. At combat start, this character gains 80 defense. Every time an ally gains charge, this character gains 1 bulwark, up to a maximum of 15. Demoralize. Every turn, the first card played is banished. Alright, so we should focus on the back line to start and try to kill either the Bannermen or one of these mercs. It so happens, however, or not however, that because he's got Demoralize and we have an Improvise, we should play this first. In addition, we could play a setup in order to draw the card that we improvise, which is what I think I wanted to do at the beginning of the last episode, and then get around to doing it because I really messed things up. So, let's do this. So Easington improvises. And we choose... I'm thinking we either choose some card draw. I mean, we could get even more card draw by taking Nefarious. Or we could take Deep Strike to do incredible amounts of damage to the Bannermen in the back rank. Would that be? We're at rank 5, 24 points of damage. It's our first turn, and this is a turn in which we have the ability. The front rank can refund the cost of a single stamina card. So I think I would like to play. I would like to have concentration for all that card draw. Or I want some shields. Now you know what? Let's take this. So we're gonna grab concentration to start for 4 more card draw. Then I want to play setup next. And I need to decide who I'm going for. I think we should really start with the Bannermen. Well, it won't matter that much. I'm going to do setup, and then I'm going to play Pink Powder. So let's do setup first. And I guess we will target him to start. Although it should be someone who hasn't used stamina yet, so it should be Easington that does this. There's our concentration. But remember, this is passive on it, so I will want Oakmont to use his stamina up first. Let's go ahead and use our Mouse's Racial ability, and then play Pink Powder to the back rank. Oakmont can use Heavy Blow to do 22 damage to one of them. I feel like we have a chance to kill one of these mercs. We can go after them next turn. Then we play concentration. It's a shame because I've got all this stamina. But we're gonna do it anyway. So concentration to draw 4 cards. We will... Let's see here. We did gain Nefarious, but he can't play it because he's got pacified, so we can't get even more card draw, unfortunately. And we drew almost no other combat cards. We still have Vanguard, but it's the only other one. So I guess we'll use Ingsington next. It's a shame I'm going to be using my Vigor on these cards, but I don't think we don't really have a choice. So let's use a round shield and take cover here. We're going to use another improvise. And I think I want either again, I want Deep Strike or I'm going to want more card draw. Arguably, I need all the card draw I can get, so we'll make sure Calculating Strike is up in our hand next. We'll do 19 damage with this. Okay, then if I'm going after the Bannerman, Tim, you should focus on him. What's he doing, by the way, on his turn? Party gains 5 rage and recovery is raised to 5. Yeah, we need to kill him next turn if we can. And that's all we can do. Okay, remember that the first card that we play is banished, thanks to the Bannerman. You know, I think I'll be fine with Reckless Cleave being banished, since I can't guarantee Easington won't be in the first rank after these make their attacks. Let's play it. Reckless Cleave it is. And it will hit all their back rank. We have to ruin a card in our hand, Tim, if you want to do this, though. We'll ruin Rush. Wow, and we've almost wiped out the entire back rank with that one card. Since Ingsington has some recovery, she can afford to play Butcher. Take concentration for more cards. Let's hold off on Exertion at the moment. And Carnage, since these two will play... If I use this to draw 4 cards, that will play nicely with Carnage to ruin one of them. I think we kill this Bannerman with Scourge's Hammer. So now they're doing the Banish ability. Oh, and I used all that stamina, so we can't actually draw 4 cards now. Let's calculating strike. Yes, Tim, you want to calculate strike. And I think he dies. No, bleed happens at the start of the turn. This is happening at the end of the turn. Let's exertion. Heavy blow. And we can use heavy blow to do 21 damage to this beaver, which kills him. And I messed it up. It should have been, well, we'll just take 2 damage with Butcher to kill the other guy as well. And that doesn't do good vitality. It goes to my shields. Okay, that's not as dangerous as I thought it would be. Anyway, what happened there was the shockwave occurred. Alright, all he's doing is gaining armor this turn. So I don't really see us having too much trouble here. We can't kick him or push him, unfortunately. Okay, let's gain some shields here, I guess. Is that right? We're only gonna do 5 damage to his shield with Sunder, but we might as well use it anyway. So let's start by gaining a shield. And you can gain, I guess, even more shields. The next card he plays is Banished. So I should have used the shield on him. Darn me, Tim. We might as well use it. Right, he ignores damage if it's 5 or less. So he's going to be kind of tough. What does that... Wait, I read his passive wrong. It's whenever he uses a card, the enemy's poisoned. Interesting. Yeah. Even that does nothing. Oh, that was a mistake. I probably should not have done that either. Applies 12 damage to opponent and moves swap them with a random position. We still have no way to... We still have no kick, unfortunately. Alright. Well, let's start with the red powder. You want to poison him again, Tim? No, it should be Frost Thunder that throws the powder. You are healing already. It doesn't. He's not going to drop the shields on Red Mine. Actually, with Billhook, we can push him to the back rank. So let's do that. And that will keep Overwhelm on him another round. We can Sharpen Steel. This should trigger the regen. Now he's out of shields. Oh, that was... I should have used Hatchet. Darn it, Tim. I don't really need to use momentum. Actually, we might as well use some momentum. We could discard this improvise, actually. And then someone can gain 15 footing. Sorry, 15 shields. We'll give it to Thulsunder. Okay. He's attacking Redmont. Let's encourage Redmont. Sorry, let's encourage and move him here and take away his stamina regen. Since he's being attacked, we'll gain some more shields there. Some more shields for Redmont, I suppose. We can calculating strike him. No one's wounded, so it won't matter who uses Vanguard. And we can shoot him with the crossbow. And this is over. Whose bull charge is this? Yours, Redmont. So let's red powder. We can even use the shield. We can pull him forward with the billhook to stop him getting another round, but it won't matter because we're going to bulls charge him to kill him. Future 9 florins is very nice. For equipment, agile, a weasel armor, or something unique to weasels. Whenever this character moves, they gain 10 armor. We don't have a lot of movement. This armor will not be very good for us. Soldier's Heirloom. At start of combat, gain 12 bolster. At turn end, this character gains 1 shield for every stack of bolster. Takes down by 1 each turn. So in other words, we're going to gain 12 armor, then 11, 10, etc., each round. It might be worth keeping this, since it's automatic regen. Actually, you know what? Why don't we give that to Oakmont? And it just occurs to me that he's wearing superior heavy armor, not just heavy armor. It's 2 winded, as opposed to just 1. But it's 10 armor as a gain per turn instead of 5. But Redmont, I think, can afford the 2 stamina, and Oakmont can't. So we'll give him the superior heavy. We'll just keep the heavy in the stash. We'll try this for the next fight. Wretched Assault. We're still not a ruin deck. We don't benefit from this. Bloody Sacrifice. All party members gain bleed. Apply double your party's total bleed to a target. This could be useful because we have bears who can just get rid of bleed. And Double Team. Gains 6 armor and 1 charge. If this character has any adjacent allies of the same race, they all gain 12 armor and 5 charge. This sounds amazing for us now that we have 3 bears in our group. We'll take that card. And we get the same choice we got last time. We can we can gain 1,000 florins. We can level someone up, or we can be totally healed. We are already healed, so we don't need that. I think we either want the florins, or we want to level up a character. And honestly, Oakmont could probably stand to gain a level. So let's choose this for him. And we'll level Oakmont to 5 to join the rest of our group at that level. And I should have read what the card said. I did not do so. Minimalist. Whenever this character discards, they gain 1 restore. Flow. Whenever his character plays a talent, one random card in hand becomes 0 stamina. Or Bad-Tempered. Whenever his character's defense is broken, they gain Enrage. I think I want Enrage for him. Let's pick this. He's not starting with much shields, and if he's targeted and loses them, he will get Furious, which works for me. For Stamina or Will, we arguably should take Stamina. But I wouldn't mind him getting a second point in Will. You know what? I will take a second Will for him. And we immediately have a combat. We're now in the Noble Quarters after defeating that enemy. Let's see how difficult these will be now for us. Ender Spearmans. Coordinated Strike. Deal 25 defense damage. If this character has no neighbors in rank, deal 0 instead. If we can kill this guy, their 25 defense damage goes away entirely. But I don't know if we've got the damage necessary to do so. And we're not moving any of them this turn either. Let's start with the double team. Who are they attacking? Oakmont. Thawsunder. Oakmont. Although this says 25 defense damage, so they're not going to get... They're not going to hurt his life, but they are going to take away his defense. Again, unless I can kill this guy. Well, let's go ahead and give it a try then. So... Redmont is not being attacked. Sunder's only going to do 5 damage. I can't draw any cards. I can't push any of them. I guess we'll start with the Carnage. And we'll get rid of our guard. And we'll start working on the middle guy. Frenzied Gouge. Gain 1 Berserk. I think it's Hysterical. Loses all armor. Can't gain any armor. But she'll do 5 damage and apply bleeding 5. Before we do that, we might as well use the Sunder. Because we might as well use the Sunder. So let's go ahead and use it. And before I do that, I cannot kill this guy. 5 armor damage. He has 2 left. Frenzied Gouge on her. Does 5 more damage, so he's losing some life. 51 and 8 damage, 43 life left. Experience Strike, 11, 30-something. I cannot kill him this turn. So I think I want to hold on to my charges then. So we'll try playing these cards with these two and not use my bears. Redmont and Oakmont. Oh, again, with Ruin cards, I have to confirm them. I always forget that's the case. I don't use Ruin cards that often. Something I am meaning to change. That was such a kind of dumb. I should have played the Invigorating Charge with one of the bears to guarantee the health regen. Now, Spearmen are really tricky because they now have a special stack of something. Carapace. Every time you take damage from a character, gain 5 Retaliate. Supposedly this ticks down by 1 turn, but I don't think I've ever seen it do that. Retaliate. Whenever this character receives damage from an attack, they deal damage in return equal to the stacks of Retaliate. Attackers using ranged weapons are not affected. Impale. Deals 18 damage to an opponent's lane. If any opponent receives vitality damage, 2 bleed is applied. This is the one we need to move back. But first, we're going to use pink powder on them. I need to be careful because of the retaliate as well. Oh, and Oakmont is indeed enraged. So if he plays this, he hits all of them for 10, 20 damage. So we're gonna use it. We're gonna use pink powder with him. Next, we will bill hook him back here. It's a bit awkward, but I want to kill them. That means we're going to be taking some damage, thanks to retaliate, unfortunately. I can't prevent all this damage. So Lost Thunder's going to take damage. There's nothing I can do about it. Let's use Hatchet. He'll take some damage from that, but now this guy's dead on his turn. Let's use an Improvise with him. And we'll fish out the Vanguard to heal. We can use the Heavy Blow to deal 21 damage. It says I can't kill this guy. Let's put the damage on this one instead. And we'll use Solid Footing here to reduce the damage we'll take. And that will do. Any of our melee forces will take 15 damage upon attacking this spearman, with the exception of Inslington, who has a ranged weapon. Pink powder will do 7 damage, I think. If it does 7 and not 6, he'll die when he bleeds out. We can use Redmont. Well, you take retaliate damage even if you kill it, Tim. Let's use the red powder on him. It's kind of a waste in a way. But I don't want to take that damage and then that bleed afterwards. So we will try killing him. So let's use red powder. Didn't do what I wanted. He's got some life left. Okay. That's really annoying. He'll die next round, but now I have to deal with this somehow. So I'm going to have to strike him if I want him dead. Or Inslington will just have to take a hit. And you know, I guess we'll do that. Let's use Guard. And Vanguard here. To heal some of that damage. And I'll move Thaw Sunder back a spot to clear the exhaustion. have to do, Tim? We don't have a kick. Even if I did, we're still stacking this slowly. And by you being back here, Thorsunder, I now can't use Reckless Cleave. That's a bit awkward. Whose improvises this? Where's that withdraw? He dies automatically. I don't need to strike him. So let's use setup here. And then we can withdraw. Also, back to the front. Now we can use Reckless Cleave to do 33 damage and kill him. Right, gotta ruin a card in hand. I guess we'll just ruin the Bull's Charge. It's not gonna really matter. About Blood Wrath or anything of the sort, because he's dying automatically next turn. I suppose we can... Do I have another heal? We do. Sharpened Steel. So let's improvise our Sharpened Steel to gain that heal. Oh, and this card was reduced to 0 stamina when we use that talent. Give it to you. That was dumb. We could have added some charge to you, Ingsington. It's too late now. Yeah, he keeps this. It never ticks down. I've never seen Carapace tick down. It always stays at 1. I think it might be a bug, but I'm not sure. But it's really annoying because they have it for the entire length of the battle. In any case, we're winning. Let's heal a little more hit points, right? And there's no other heals or the like in here, right? No, there's not. Okay, so let's... There is an exertion. But I can't draw the card, so Sharpened Steel it is. 146 bucks. Taunt. Select the target. If the position in front of him is vacant, move them into it. It's a reverse kick. Distraction. Unplayable. When this card is discarded by a character, choose an ally to apply 18 shield to, or an opponent to deal 18 damage to, 2 shields. Bloodlust. Deal 3 damage. If target dies, draw 3 cards. I don't want any of these at this point. Bloodlust sounds very tempting, but the odds that we just need 3 damage to kill someone is very low. And that means it's just a 3 damage card for 0 stamina. I'd rather not have that in my hand at this moment. If I didn't have any 0 cost cards that deal damage, maybe I'd take it. Gain Doggedness. I think this increases our defense by 15 at the start of the next battle. Discard a random combat, but there is no random combat here. Or Blackfoot Contact, which gives us a chance to heal. Of all the things here, like, well, I guess Inkslington is a little wounded, so she could benefit from the heal. But she'll heal that, assuming we have longer than, like, 2 rounds of combat, because of her armor she's wearing. So I think we'll pick Doggedness. Oh, you know what? It does tell me how much it increases my shields over here. It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and get back up. Oh, another quick thinking. We could bargain with death here. It will... You gain a very nice passive at the cost of a really bad negative passive as well. For example, one of them is... I think one of them is, for example, everyone gains an extra 10 life. But if anyone in the party dies, everyone immediately loses 15 life, everyone else. So it's a bit tricky. That's an example of one of the 3 sticks of incense that was offered in the past. I'm going to pass on this at the moment and grab quick thinking to level up someone. Thawsunder and Redmont are almost leveled at 3,447 out of 3,500. So it's going to be one of these two. And I'm thinking we'll probably level Oakmont. He's got a few very expensive cards that we want to use all the time. So let's grab this quick thinking. An opportunity presents itself for one of the recruits to prove themselves. Some guards approach. You need to act quickly. Who do you counsel? Oakmont. With their advice, you narrowly avoid an open combat. They seem proud of their achievement, acknowledging their quick wits. Level up. Right, Oakmont. All or nothing. This character gains half their defense as charge. All opponents gain enraged. Banish. Oh. Deals. So all opponents deal double damage for 1 round. And he gains quite a bit of charge. Only usable once? No. Plague Doctor. Whenever this character receives damage from poison, a random ally gains 3 recover. Banish. 1 will for this one. Reckless Cleave is not something I want to see for him, based upon where he's positioned. I really don't think I can afford to have him use this. It'd be 15 damage to everyone else in the front rank to deal 34 damage to an opponent's entire rank. I guess it could be useful, but it'd be really situational as to when I need to use this. I think it's one of these two. Then again, my other 2 companions do end up having armor left over. And it would make sense for him to have this. Oh, we also have to ruin a card in hand to use it. I want to pick Plague Doctor. There aren't too many enemies that will fight later on that deal poison, but I think they will fight one group that does so. So let's take this and give it a try. As for stamina or will, it's happy to take another will point since we did take Plague Doctor, but I'm not really using this for much, so we'll take stamina. Quick round. Heals us by 50%, but we're not really wounded. Decoy. Select a card, move it to this lane, +1 to its counter, and we can still bargain with death. I'm going to move quick round here. You find yourself faced with a hard situation. If you can set up a distraction, you might be able to work around it. Back alley. To select a lane and remove 2 cards from it. Heal. Or just eliminate these guards. I guess we'll just do quick round. Oh. No, let's select back alley. We'll get rid of this. It's such a shame in a way. I wanted this to heal me in case one of this was a combat. We could heal after the combat, but it didn't turn out that way. Or you could just heal Inksington to full life. Why don't you do this? Okay, quick round. In the heat of the city dries your throats, and the strain of combat is taking its toll. There's a chance to duck into a brewery. It's not Blackfoot stuff, but it'll do you good. By 50%, it means 50% of your max hit points are healed. We can now fight some more guards, which will level us, or gain a guaranteed 300 florins from the drunken guards. Let's take the money. Actually, do we need that money, Tim, with 1,898 florins? I don't think you do. I'm going to pick it anyway. I find opportunity to fleece these idiots for every penny on them. They'll face worse when they're disciplined. We can buy weapons with the weapon merchant, though I'm pretty happy with the weapons I've got. The only one I think I would change a weapon for would be Thawsunder. But I don't need a new weapon for him that badly. A Sanctuary, because of the chance to heal, but we are fully healed. So we'll fight. Foes block your path. You can't move this way without a fight. Take their blood for Landon. Oof. Miserable starting hand here. Oh, both our guards. We do have withdrawal, experience strike, and solid footing, so we have lots of armor gain, but that's it. Deals 5 damage, deals additional 15 damage to characters in the back rank. Okay, so their archers are in the front, which is weird. And they're going first. What are these guys doing? Deals 12 damage. This character is in the back rank, moves swap opponent in the lane, and this character moves swaps to position front. Okay, so these two are moving up after they attack, and will get to attack basically 2 times in a row and mess with my position. This guy's doing the same thing. He looks like he has more armor, more life, and does more damage thanks to having a different weapon. Ugh. This is just an awful hand. And of course, our withdrawal is here after we're going to have our entire formation messed with. All my front rank is being attacked. Okay. Withdrawing doesn't help me here at all either. Well, then let's just start shielding. So, Redmont, gain some shields. You can gain... Oh, maybe Tim, you hold on to that stamina regen instead. Since you started using Redmont, though, you can continue to use him, at least. We'll work on one of those mercs, I suppose. You know, I really want Oakmont to have more armor. I'm going to use solid footing. And that will do. Well, we got both red powder and pink powder this turn, which is great. Unfortunately, we have solid footing and strong stuff, so more defensive things. We also have heavy blow and deep strike, so we can probably kill one of these guys back here. So let's do what I like doing and use the charge to start with Thawsunder, and then play red powder back here. Then we play the pink powder, and thanks to our charge, we'll do significant damage to the back rank. Then we can heavy blow, and I think this will kill one of them. And we can deep strike to kill the other, this weaker one. Who is he attacking? Thawsunder, so he can use solid footing to shield himself. Oh, it didn't move Thawsunder. I thought it would do that. Alright, he's dealing 20 damage to opponent's rank. Which is us, okay. Deals 10 damage if in the front rank, gains 2 vulnerable. So I see the Bull's charge here, and we have a Reckless Cleave. So we absolutely want to use Reckless Cleave because it hits everyone on this rank. We have to ruin a card, though, to use that. I guess we'll ruin Momentum. Despair. Banish 2 non-ruin cards from your hand, deal 20 damage, gain Marked. Oh, we don't really need that. I don't care about that, that is. Bull's charge won't kill the Gold Knot, but it will do good damage to him. We could then move him to the back rank, if I so wished, and have him come back to the front rank again. You know what? Let's do that. So we'll bill hook. Maybe, Tim, you don't hit him with this. You hit him with this. Sure. And then we bulls charge him. Sharpened steel. So we're taking 10 damage. 10 damage. 2 of them are attacking you easily, but you can take that damage without too much worry. Let's do more damage to the one back here, since he's going next turn. I want to kill him quickly. We have plenty of stamina, so let's use concentration. We can use double team, so all the bears can gain some charge. I guess we can hatchet someone to get their life down a little more. Is there a card I have in my deck I wouldn't mind having again? Sharpened steel could be good, Tim. Why don't you take a sharpened steel? If I remember where I put it. Where did I put sharpened steel? Here it is. And Oakmont can use it, because he'll do 14 damage. No, he can't, Tim. He's pacified. Crap! That was a big mistake. Well, we'll use sharpened steel then to do 8 damage. There. Yes, and that's banished now, Tim. We're not gonna go. It shouldn't matter too much. We're not gonna go through another. We're not gonna go through our deck a second time. No one's wounded, so we don't care about Vanguard that much. The Nefarious doesn't actually damage them. No one's wounded. This is amazing. Let's use Invigorating Blow to kill this guy. And you'll gain some regen, Oakmont. We can kill this one. Actually, this won't kill him. It'll be close, though. Let's get a... yeah, let's use it. Oh, it will kill him. All right, perfect. Oh, because of charge. I think he had charge. We can use Nefarious. Actually, let's use the crossbow first. Will this kill this guy? Yes, it will. Good, because of charge, I think. Then we can Nefarious him. And it's over, because we have setup. I don't want any of those. Now we move on. Thawsunder and Redwant have leveled. Thawsunder. Carapace. Situational. If he was a frontline only fighter, maybe one of two on the front line, this could be useful, as enemies tend to prefer hitting enemies in the front line than the back line. But he's not, and so I don't want this. Another concentration, that could be very useful. Dancing Blades. Deal 3 times 3 damage to 2 opponents. Every time you damage, you gain 2 shield. This could be good, combined with his mouse ability. Since he would gain 6 stacks of charge. This is arguably more useful, and I should take concentration, but I'm not going to. We're going to take Dancing Blades. I'm going to level his willpower again, to take advantage of that. And Redwant? Execute. Deal 10 damage. If target has no shield, deal 20 instead. All or nothing. I don't want all or nothing. Throwing daggers. Next turn for every... No, I don't care about that either. I don't know if I care about any of these, to tell you the truth. I guess Execute's decent. a 10 damage, 1 stamina cost card. But I'm not going to choose this. I'm going to pass on this. You short to it's 20 damage. I need more card draw, and I just passed on the option to get that. We'll take it. And we'll give him more stamina, since he has 4 will thanks to that 1 skill he's got. Large crowd. We haven't seen one of these yet, everyone. It's blocked. We cannot select this card. A throng of people gather in front of the market stalls. They're packed like sardines, bustling to make a trade. You won't be getting through them. High spirits. All my party would start with vigor, but it unfortunately is competing with a hidden gem, which I'd rather have. You spot a glistening treasure buried between the stone cobbles at your feet. A spiritual token of some kind. +1 stamina cost, but when it's used, draw 3 cards. This is... I needed this. I really needed that. I really needed that. What ability should get this? Red powder would be a good target. Although that would increase it to 2 stamina. I have to keep that in mind. I think you do want it on a 1-point card. I'd rather not put it on a talent. I don't think I want it on double team. I don't want it on carnage because it forces me to ruin a card. I'd rather not put it on calculating strike. I don't want to increase the cost of a card up to 3. I think we put it on deep strike. I don't want something like Momentum or Rush because those are currently, I view them as discard cards now. I don't really need those in my deck. So we'll put this on Deep Strike. And we have time, everyone, to play, I think, 2 more cards. Let's see what we have. There's still a large crowd. We can gain 1,000 experience points for everyone with this intelligence. Or we could sell equipment. We have no equipment to sell. So I think we choose intelligence. You find a letter from your superiors detailing important information concerning the enemy. And Ingslington leveled up because of that. Pulverize. Deal weapon damage +5. If this breaks the target's defense, deal weapon damage again. Gain 2 exhaustion. Winded. I'm not interested in that. I don't want all or nothing. I don't even think I want a bull charge on her either. I'm going to pass on another card added to the deck. I'm going to forfeit this. For stamina and will, we're not using her will for very much, and I think we'll continue to pass on it, and we'll just draw another, we'll take another stamina for her. Helping Hand. Provisions. It'll be a free skill card. We have no equipment to sell, so we just don't need to visit the Smithy's Apprentice, and we can't get through the large crowd. So we'll choose Helping Hand. A hooded figure emerges from the shadows, startling you for a moment. They reveal a friendly token and offer you something for the road. The figure stops in your path. May the wind always be at your back. Of course, we don't have to choose one of these cards if we don't want it. Protection could be great at this point in the game. Since enemies are... I'm pretty sure we're about to see the enemies gain a great amount of defense. But I want to drop more cards out of my deck. Not draw more of them. Sorry, not add more of them. No, I'm going to pass on all of this. We forfeit. And we have time for one more card. And we'll try to wrap up this episode in the next one, I think, everyone. I think. Actually, maybe 2 more cards. Let's do a combat, and then we'll see afterwards how I'm feeling. Alright. Zone of Control deals 20 damage to opponent's lane. Gains... Oh. So he's doing 20 damage to an opponent's lane, and he'll gain Zone of Control. Whenever an opponent moves, he gains charge. He's doing the same thing. And he looks a lot like a Blister that we fought earlier, and I think he is indeed Blister. Just with slightly different options. Move swaps opponent to a random position, deals 10 damage, and he... Can he be moved? Whenever this character receives damage equal to 5 or less, that damage is ignored. We can kick him, though. We have a kick in our starting hand, so we should absolutely do that. So, let's do that. So, we'll... I have a Dancing Blades, which I also want to play. And I wouldn't mind... Do I get to choose the 2 opponents? I'm not sure that I do. If I do, that would be amazing, because I would choose these 2, since we don't do any damage to this Iron Guard with this Dancing Blades. And that would give me many stacks of pink powder. I'm sorry, this would give me 6... So if I use it... my plan is to use this ability, gain 12 stacks... Is that 12? No, that's more 12 stacks of charge sim. That would be 18 stacks of charge. And then pink powder. But you could pink powder first. Kick him back and then Dancing Blades. Which would still, I think, Tim, do decent damage. He's going to ignore this damage, though. It doesn't say random opponents, so I'm guessing I'm thinking it's not random opponents. So let's go ahead and use Dancing Blades. So let's... I don't think we'll struggle too much with this battle, Tim says. Overconfidence. And then we Dancing Blades. And we choose him. Then we can pink powder. We can then hatchet to get rid of one of these guys' armors and gain 2 charge. We gain improvise because we use one of our weapons. And we should use that. I'm going to want card draw. I think I want card draw. So if I'm going for that, Tim... Calculating Strike gives you 3 card draw over 2 rounds, but not on that round. Why don't I take Deep Strike? Since we can use Deep Strike against the person in the back rank. And it draws us 3 cards. We'll guarantee that. Let's kick him to the back. And it should be Easington that does it. Oh, we could actually draw that card now with the fairies, and I guess we should do that. So let's play this, and we'll just continue to add more bleed to the Juggernaut. Now we get more card draw. So we'll Deep Strike here. I have to choose between Scourge's Hammer or Concentration. Before I make that choice, I'm going to use Reckless Cleave to start and hit these guys. Oh, I have to ruin a card in my hand. Hold on. So I should think about this. I guess I'll ruin the carnage. Oh, I just realized they're both attacking you. That's awkward. That's very awkward. I think we'll use concentration and fish for cards. Let's do this. Unfortunately, he's now pacified. Okay, I think we can improvise with Islington and go and choose her crossbow. Oh, the bill could also be good, Tim. Just move one of them in the back. You know what? I think I'll do that. And then we can set up to draw the bill hook. And then we bill hook him to the back rank, so he doesn't get to attack. Still attacking Oakmont. We can kill him with the feverish onslaught. I just don't know if I want to lose all that armor on Redmont. But I guess we could do so. So let's do this. And then we can Bull's Rush one of these two, since they move this turn. We can hit the big guy. We can use our round shield and give a take cover here. We can't unfortunately play this improvised, we're out of stamina. And then I guess we just rush for a tiny bit of damage. Okay, well, we absolutely use double team to start. Attacking Redmont, attacking Oakmont. So we need to kill this guy this turn. I have the Deep Strike back there. We should absolutely get that card, because we'll get card draw after we play it. And I guess Thought Thunder can use it on the big guy. Now he's almost dead. In fact, I don't think the Execute will kill him. Actually, it will. It will, because of the charge. And now we can heavy blow here. And he's dead when he activates. But we'll still kill him, because for Landon. 137 florins. Overbearing swing. Deal weapon damage. If two-hand weapon, deal damage to lane. That's very nice. I like that. Apply free poison. Deal damage equal to stacks we don't care about. Deadly harvest. We'll take an overbearing swing. Fighting? When we fight, it looks like, by the way, we're going to have Thawsunder, Redmont, and Oakmont all level again. They're less than 30 experience. Is that right? No, I'm sorry. Oakmont is less than 30 experience away from leveling. These two are under 100. So it's very tempting to combat again. The guarded transport, though, is something I've never seen before. And a mentor. Actually, why don't we stop here and we'll finish the run, win or lose, in the next episode. So thank you guys. Yeah, we'll stop here. This has been great. Been absolutely great. We beat the Act 2 boss. We're doing really well in Act 3 so far as well. So thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.